Oh shoot, didn't see you there. Alrighty everyone, welcome, hello, konnichiwa. Name's Clyde Parker, President, Vice President, and CEO of the Knob Creek Patriotic Gun Club. Due to recent events, the use of firearms has become pretty important if you need to save your own hides. So today, the Knob Creek Patriotic Gun Club trademark is gonna give back to the community. As far as I know, a lot of new survivors out there need a little helping hand when it comes to firearm usage in this world. The last thing we need as a collective are a bunch of idiots that don't know how to use guns that are probably just gonna get themselves killed, alright? So, as a figure in the community, I'll be creating this hereby educational guide to help you numbskulls out. I'll be covering the firearms a survivor is likely to come across in his her unnatural life. I'm going to be separating in each firearm into 5 different categories: pistols, revolvers, shotguns, hunting rifles, and last, and oh so certainly not least, my favorite, assault rifles. Now, before we actually get into the meat and potatoes of this whole thing, I want to preface this by showing y'all how loud guns can actually be. So let's go head out into the field real quick, just to give you guys a little bit of a signifier. I'll also be drawing up a couple of little guides and stuff that might help y'all out as well for you digital viewers out there. Hopefully it'll be out on VHS pretty soon. But anyways, in order to really get a scope of how loud things can be, we're gonna scope out all the way to the back of this here gun range. It's gonna be quite a distance. It's a good thing we got our scoped rifle. You see those 2 dead corpse walkers right over there? From the distance from me to them is around 50 tiles, so that's gonna be the average amount for a pistol, so keep that in mind. And of course, if you want 100 tiles, you double this distance as well. I wanted to make sure y'all knew this, because loud guns can get really dangerous really quick if you don't know what you're doing with, okay? Anyways, now that that's over with, let's get started with the pistol category. These bad boys are going to be a little bit hard to pick up for a new firearm enthusiast, but they can certainly pack a punch and certainly save your skin. Right here, we got the M9 pistol, M1911, and last but not least, the Deagle over here in this corner. You really can't see it much. But before you start going guns blazing, you're probably going to need a little bit of experience using these Pocket Crusaders. I recommend a level of around 2 to 3 firearm skill before you actually get into these. Let's go pick up the M9 pistol and start off with this. Now, this little thing right here is probably going to be the gun you'll come across most in this apocalypse. With it being a 9mm, you're going to be having ammo up the wazoo, so prepare for that. Honestly, with its high magazine quantity and upgradability, this is a really solid pick, especially if you have the extra rounds. This is going to be the lowest hitting pistol out of the bunch, even magnums included, so be prepared to shoot a corpse walker 1 to 3 times before that thing goes down, alright? It has a range of around 7 tiles. One way that I like to measure out range is actually using this walk to command. It's really useful. But basically, trained, you're probably only going to be able to hit something 7 tiles out. Of course, for each level in marksman training, you're going to get a couple more tiles added with no debuffs. You can also add in attachments if you really want it. So the average, I'd say, range, if you just pick this thing up with no prior experience, is going to be around 7 tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About right there where those very conspicuous, the bloodstains are. I'm not really too good at cleaning much, alright? Anyways, this M9 here is going to have a shooting radius of around 50 tiles, so about as far as you can look out fully zoomed out, alright? So it's going to attract quite a few zombies, but it's honestly the second most quiet gun out there, so it's a really damn good pick for any survivor that doesn't want to attract the entire town to their locale. Now, begins my favorite part of the testing. Cletus, bring me some goddamn corpse walkers right now, you lazy son bitch! I'm getting it. Alrighty, so we got around a nice little group of 3, thanks to Cletus over here. Anyways, it's probably going to take a couple shots to kill him, but this thing does have a pretty high fire rate, so if you like a lot of shots downrange, this is going to be the ticket. There we go. Now, I have a really great level in the shooting, so we made quick work of them. Honestly, this is probably the best gun you're gonna have right now, just due to the size, the availability of the ammo, and how good you can actually get at shooting them. Of course, since it's gonna be your first time probably shooting one of these things, expect 2 to 4 shots actually to put them down, alright? I'm just a seasoned vet, so I know exactly where to hit them. On to the next one. Alrighty, now we're gonna be covering the bigger cousin of the M9, the M1911 pistol. It's an absolute classic for any gun owner. Now, this bad boy right here is going to have a max range of around 8 tiles, so it's going to be a little bit more than the M9, but it's going to have a sound radius of around 70, so about in between of 50 and 100. It's also going to have a magazine capacity of around, I'd say, 7 shots, so this thing is going to be really nice to have if you want to kill these things with a little bit more of a punch, because it does rock a little bit higher of a caliber, 45 this time around. Not much else to say about it. Let's shoot a couple more corpse walkers. God, I love this country. Alrighty, we got around 3 of these little feisty things. It should take round 1 to shoot 2 shots to actually kill them. Yeah, never stood a chance. So as you've seen, it takes a lot quicker of a time to actually put them down, but of course, you're exchanging 15 bullets for 8, but this thing is definitely going to get the job done. Definitely a little bit more useful if you just need to kill them outright without, having the chance of accidentally hitting them in the chest a couple of times. Man, this place is getting messy already. I'll have to have Cletus clean this up in a little bit. Anyways, last but not least, we have the one, the only Desert Eagle, baby. Woo, mama! This thing does pack a punch. This is the kind of weapon where you want to shoot a burglar behind the refrigerator over at your neighbor's house, alright? This bad boy's gonna pack a lot of power behind every damn hit. Now, of course, that comes with drawbacks, alright? For one thing, it has a sound radius of around 100, so it's about double of this entire range, alright? So expect some company if you start flashing it around all willy-nilly. Now, another cool thing about this hand cannon is that it's going to have the highest range at around 10 tiles, and that's unmodified. Of course, you could always add in laser sights afterwards. It has also around 8 shots in the mag as well, so about the same as the 1911. Ammo might be a little bit harder to come across. This is a 44 caliber, so it's going to be, quite the journey to find some ammo reserves. But my God, when you do find a box, it's gonna be fun. Anyways, let's give this baddie a field test. Okay, we got 3 right out there. We should be able to pop them pretty easy. This thing is just it's gonna put around a golf-sized ball hole in their heads. Yeah, never stood a chance. So, if you don't really care about the sound, this is probably gonna be your best bet. Alrighty, hello there. Had to take a little bit of a bathroom break anyways. You gotta go number 2 when the duty calls. Anyways, we're going to be covering the counterpart to the pistol, revolvers. These are generally going to pack a higher punch and go further at the backdraw of having a little less lead to pass out to your undead counterparts, alright? Now, another drawback is that they don't have any attachment options either, so what you see is what you're going to get, alright? This could change in the future. I, for one, would love to put a rifle scope on my Magnum revolver. I feel like that adds quite a bit of character to them. I feel like El Diablo deserves it anyways. They're also going to require a little bit more skill to aim compared to the pistols as well, excluding one outlier. And that outlier is actually right on my belt, because this thing is a real nice weapon to have here. This M36 revolver is going to be a ninja's best friend, alright? This little thing has a sound radius of around 30 tiles, so even less so than the M9. You should be able to get away with shooting this thing quite a few times, even in the most dense of parts, alright, of Kentucky. It has around the same damage as the M9, so the only things you're really sacrificing are capacity and range. This is more of a short-range weapon compared to the M9, especially since you can't attach any attachments to it. Now, this is actually, pistols included, the most accurate small arms, so this is very beginner-friendly with its size and its aimability. Anyways, I'd say it's really damn hard to pass up this thing, especially when shit hits a theoretical fan. Even for you melee boys out there, alright? Keep notes, keep notes. Alrighty, we got another group of 3, and it seems like Cletus had a little bit of fun before he actually deployed them. He chucked an entire hand axe in that dude's back. Well, we ought to start it off with him, huh? Yep, no chances. Now, as you see, that one took 2 shots instead of the normal one, even with as good as aiming as I have. So this is definitely going to hit a little less harder than usual. But honestly, really damn good weapon nonetheless. Am I right, or am I right, ladies and gentlemen? The next one we have is gonna be a counterpart to the M1911. This is gonna be the M625 revolver. It's actually rocking the same caliber, so it's really up to you which one you want to take to the field next time, given you got the ammo, of course. As always, with revolvers, you're only gonna have 6 shots to work with, sometimes even 5. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll get 7 or 8, right? It also has a slightly higher damage ceiling than the M1911, though the main draw of this thing is probably going to be the extra range. It's going to be a solid 9 tiles compared to the 7 that the M1911 usually has. It's going to have around a sound radius of 70 tiles, again, completely the same as M1911 counterpart. Let's go give this bad boy a little try now, shall we? We'll go set him out a little bit further than usual. Cletus! Alright, they're sitting at a distance. Seems like we got a construction worker. I feel bad for taking out one of the blue-collar middle-class workers, because I highly respect that. But right now, you can't be soft in the apocalypse. Let's see how good of a shot we are. It's been a while since I've shot one of these things, and it seems like we still got it in the bag, alright? It's real hard for old Clyde to lose what he's been aiming for, alright? It's like riding a bike. As soon as you figure out how to aim these damn things, you're going to be hitting them 9 times out of 10. Now that we covered the counterpart to the M1911, it's only right that we cover the slightly bigger version of the Desert Eagle. This right here is the 44 Magnum revolver. Again, if you want something dead as much as possible without sacrificing size, this is gonna be the ticket. It's practically similar to the Desert Eagle, other than a few things. It has a slightly higher damage, range, and sound radius. If you thought 100 tiles was bad, this son of a gun is gonna pack a smooth 120, which is more than some rifles out there, alright? So you best be prepared if you start blasting this around, because there's gonna be one hell of a party, alright? Let's give this sucker a try. Let's give this sucker a try. God damn it. Cletus, how many damn times do I have to say, get your sorry ass over here? I'm trying to save the damn world, one guy at a time. Alrighty, finally, Cletus got his damn shit together, and we're gonna be able to shoot at a couple of zombies. These ones are a little bit ways out, but we should be able to take them out reliably with one shot. Let's see how fast we can take this small group out. 1, 2, 3. They barely even knew what hit them. Revolvers, they're definitely the funner of the counterparts in my opinion, but of course, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, right? God damn it, how many times do I have to tell you to wait outside? Now that I kind of freshened myself up a little bit, we're moving down the chain of command. They are an absolute classic, the good old zombie stomper, aka the shotgun, baby. Now, this is a real certified crowd controller. If you need to clean out an area, this is gonna be their ticket. They call it a broomstick for a reason, if you know what I mean. Shotguns are gonna be the most beginner-friendly of any firearm in the area, so if you don't know a damn thing about firearms, this is a good way to get your toes in the water before you jump in, right? Now, there are a pretty big drawback to these things before you get started and start shooting zombies left and right and center. If you decide to pop one off, make sure you get the hell out of the area if you want to save your hide, alright? Because the entire northern continent's gonna know where your sorry ass is. The good thing is that if you are at that point, the immediate area should be pretty clear of the undead for you to formulate a plan, right? They serve as a good distraction as well. Well, if you want to clear an area of the corpse walkers, just pop one of these off in the distance and watch the magic happen. The first one we got here is a Hunter's Delight, the good old double barrel shotgun. This is going to be the most effective out of the bunch, especially since it's going to have the most amount of bang for your buck, alright? The damage is higher than the rest, and you actually get a lot of range out of it of around 9 tiles or so, so this is comparable to like some of the best pistols out there. If you're really strapped for ammo, and you don't want to waste any, go for this shotgun for sure. Now, as I mentioned before, The average shotgun is going to have a sound radius of around 200 damn tiles. So that's around 4 times the amount you can even see on this map right now as we are zooming out. So be prepared for a goddamn entire block of corpse walkers to make their way over towards you. Anyways, let's stop talking about all the negatives and let's go have some good old-fashioned American fun. It's gonna get a little messy for this one. We got a real nice group of 5 pretty close by because I want to hit them all with the shotgun. We only got 2 shots to work with here, alright? So we gotta make them count. I want to see if I can take them out in 2. This is gonna be a real testament of my skill. Yeah, I still got it in me. God, you gotta love this thing so much. The break action is just so damn satisfying. Definitely take this with you if you want a little bit of a surprise, yet you don't want to start blasting around. Because honestly, I prefer these sons of guns over the pump shotgun any day of the damn week. Alrighty, next up we got here is a JS2000 shotgun. This is an absolute classic that shouldn't be slept on, alright? The cannon right here is gonna hold around 6 shots, so if you need to send a lot downrange, say you're in a hallway, maybe like a high school or something, and zombies are coming down the hallway, right? You need something quick that you can just pump through, keep on blasting, alright? Now, these shells are falling on the floor. I'm gonna have to pick them up later, reload them off camera, but you get the deal, alright? The action is gonna be the fastest around here. Sadly, we ain't got no semi-auto shotgun, so this is the best you're gonna have to deal with. Anyways, this is gonna have a range of around 7 tiles and a sound radius of around 200 again. So expect a party, as always, with any shotgun. You know what? For the hell of it, I am so confident in this shotgun that I'm gonna head out into the field and take out a couple of them myself, alright? This thing, honestly, you're gonna be able to start blasting them like crazy. They never stood a goddamn chance, and if you wanna feel like a real Rambo hero, you take one of these with you. As you just saw, I was able to kill 15 zombies in the matter of like 6 seconds, alright? Let's see you do that, Mr. Axeman. Fucking asshole Kyle looking ass. Guns are useful. Now, this is technically the same gun that you're gonna get before, just with a sawed-off barrel, alright? This is the same old JS2000. This is actually gonna be the easiest weapon to use currently, and it decreases the max range, but you get a hell of a lot more spread, so this is actually your indoor crowd clearer, right? Now, the only drawback is, if you thought 200 tiles is bad, this bad boy is boasting a good 250. Alright, I'm actually not going to demonstrate it, because it's literally the same as a JS2000, just with the sawn off, alright? If you want something a little bit easier to use, but something that's a little bit louder, this is gonna be your ticket. Now, let me tell you what. This whole God thing has really exhausted me, so I'm just gonna have a little bit of liquid courage before we get started. Usually they say alcohol and guns don't really go along too well, but I say fuck them. Ain't that right, Cletus? Damn right. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. He's my little nephew. Good boy, hard worker. Alrighty, now that we're done with the good old-fashioned boomstick, we're gonna move over to the hunting rifles. Now, these things are gonna only be real useful to the experienced shooter. I highly recommend a level of 4 to 6 shooting before you even think of shooting these shooters, because 9 out of 10 times, you're probably not gonna have the skill, and you're just gonna ring the dinner bell for the zombies to rip a couple chunks out of you, alright? The main benefit of these rifles are the range, I'd say. So if you like staying a good 1.5 miles away from the danger, this is the gun for you. Now, hunting rifles, originally, they're not going to have that much range. They only have like 11 or 12. But the beautiful thing about them is if you look at my beaut right here, her name's Sally. I put a nice old scope on there 8 times. So it's going to increase the range to around 80 instead of the usual 11 or 10. These are really good at picking out corpse walkers from the crowds, alright? Let's give you a little hypothetical here. Let's say, there's a particular corpse walker that has a shotgun on their back, but they're in the middle of a horde. Well, with a hunting rifle and scope, you can pick them off from the crowd. The noise from the gunshot should attract the horde to your original location, which should give you enough time to sneak around all sneaky like right around to steal whatever is on there. It's actually how I got this real nice satchel bag here. It's like grocery shopping with extra steps, alright? we're actually not going to start off with Sally here. We're going to be covering the MSR 700 rifle, alright? This is going to be the lowest hitting rifle compared to the 788. Though the benefit of 223 is that you can get a lot more bullets, sorry. Oh man, that bourbon's been hitting a little bit too hard, if you know what I mean. Anyways, you're going to get a lot more bullets from a single box, around 40 shells or so. So you're going to have quite a bit of ammo to work with. Now, with it being a hunting rifle, you have the added benefits of adding scopes and attachments, of course, which can almost increase their max range by 8. So I got a 4x scope on this one, so we're looking at around 40 tiles of range, which is almost all the way to the back of that area over there. So, it's definitely a long hitting rifle. Now, you gotta watch out though, as hunting rifles have a sound radius of around 150, so it's a little bit less than a shotgun, but it's still up there. Alright, enough complaining. Let's start plinking a couple deadhead corpse walkers. Alrighty, seems like they got a whiff of me right now, so let's try and take them out as they're slowly coming towards me. We should have no problem taking them out at a distance. As you see, they actually stand no chance when they're coming at me. Now, I think there's one more. There he is. As you see, though, if you got a pretty good skill in shooting these hunting rifles, they're pretty decent. But I definitely wouldn't take them to, you know, go for zombie hordes or anything of the like. This is more of like a PvP type weapon, you know, blast a couple raiders in the kneecap, let them get bleed out, watch them die by the dead corpse walkers. Real nice to put money on the table as well. Which one you think will walk faster with a bullet in their leg? That's enough about my pastime. Let's switch over to the Big Bertha, alright, my beautiful Sally. Anyways, like I said, we're covering my personal favorite hunting rifle. I bagged a many boar and a many deer with this one. But the only real difference between the two is that this one's going to have more damage and it uses a 308 type caliber bullet, so it's not going to be the same as a 223. Now this one here has an 8x scope, so I'm going to be able to shoot just about any zombie I can fully see on the map, fully zoomed out. I get my draw of the pick, alright? So, sadly there aren't any suppressors in the game to make this thing a real beaut. Let's go set up a couple targets, and let's just have some good old-fashioned fun. Yeah, these ones are quite the distance out. I can barely see them on my own. I think we might be able to get a collat right here, ladies and gentlemen. Booyah! Yeah, eat that, you old coots. Alrighty, now let's try and grab these other two. They are right out of my awareness league, but as you see, we got quite the distance here. Yep. No zombie is safe from my reach of hand. As anyways, this thing, absolute beaut. I probably wouldn't suggest horde clearing with it though. That's gonna be it for the hunting rifles. Alrighty, now those three categories are four, sorry. Oh wow, that bourbon has really hit hard. But anyways, these are going to be the weapons you'll see from the day to day. Now, these new ones that I'm going to show y'all are a wee bit more experimental than the rest. These are the assault rifles. Now, we only have two so far, but it's gonna be the classic M16 and M14, alright? Very popular in Nam. Anyways, if you want to go on a rampage and you actually got enough damn ammo, these are gonna be pretty damn nice to have around. The M16 is probably gonna be sitting at around 100 tiles, and the M14 is gonna be sitting at 90. Of course, these aren't really exactly fully baked in the oven yet, if you catch my drift, so things are bound to change. I just want to showcase them for the hell of it. Okie dokie, first things first, we got the M14 rifle. It has a range of 10, and it has a pretty bad damage value right about now. I feel like when they get fully implemented, they'll have a little bit better stats, at least for the damage. But anyways, not much else to say about this thing other than it holds a 30-round clip of 5.56. Also, before I get shooting these two things, one cool little tidbit of 5.56 and 223, they're practically the same round, it's just that the 5.56 is, you know, intended for military purposes, so it has a slightly higher pressure than the 223. So you will actually be able to shoot 223s out of a 5.56, but it's not going to be the same vice versa, unless you want to risk blowing your hands or face off, you know? I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures. Let's go set out, I'd say 5 targets for the M14, and we'll set out 20 for the M16. Let's go have some damn fun. Clyde, Corpse walker! Oh wow, these guys are a real feisty bunch. Let's try and take them out as fast as possible. We don't want them getting too far. God damn it, screw these goddamn bars. Yeah, they're starting to come in pretty fast now. Now, as I told you, this damage is a little bit worse than the rest. Oh, Jesus, okay, we're fine, I'm okay. 30 rounds, baby, 30 rounds. We got them all lined up for a nice little group picture. Definitely wasn't worried there. Now, let me just get this straightforward. Don't tell any government officials that I have this thing. I honestly shouldn't have this M16 assault rifle, but I do, alright? It's just because I'm such a prominent figure in the community that I was able to get my hands on one of these things. It was totally legal. No arms deals or anything like that. I'm a God-fearing American, alright? I never do anything that illegal. Anyways, just about the same as the M14, but this thing's gonna pack a little bit more damage. You can also get collats with this bad boy, so if you line up your shots correctly, it's gonna be pretty good. This runs 5.56, alright? Just wanted to make sure y'all knew that. Let's go throw out a couple zombies on the range. This one I'm gonna be a little bit more hands-on with. I trust this thing with my damn life, alright? Before I actually get Cletus over here to drop off the zombies, we got this thing in full auto mode, so as fast as they come, the quicker we can kill them, alright? So we're gonna go set up around 25 zombies for this one. I'm gonna have to take a shower for sure. Oh, yoo-hoo! Yeah, you know, it's just like that. Oh, wow. Yeah, we got quite a few zombies over here. Let's just hold down the trigger button, have a little bit of a good time, baby. Oh yeah, they're not gonna pass this line. They are not gonna pass this line at all. Okay, they're actually starting to pass the line. We're gonna back up slowly. Oh Jesus. Baby bit off a little bit more than I can chew. But as you saw, I just killed around 30 zombies just like that. I don't think we had any more ammo on that one, so it's a good thing we ended it when we did. Anyways, that's gonna mark it for all the guns. Now, if you guys follow me inside real quick, we still aren't done with this education no guide just yet. Okay, don't mind the two corpses on the floor. Sadly, Patrick and Steve, they didn't really, they got bit on their loot run, so I'll have to have Cletus clean that up later. I put them down real quick, but we have all of the current attachments in game. Now, I'm just going to be running quick through this. Sling decreases carry weight. This is a choke tube right here for your shotguns. It's going to decrease the range, actually increase the range, but it's going to decrease the spread. So if you want to hit a little bit of zombies further out, right, that's your goal. And right here, we got a fiberglass stock, decreases range and increases accuracy. This recoil pad is going to increase fire rate. Laser sight, accuracy, all these sights here are going to increase accuracy. Now the thing is, with the 4x scope and up, they're actually going to also increase the minimum range, so you won't be hitting a lot of zombies real close with them, alright? So if you do put an 8x scope on a rifle, make sure they're out there. A bayonet, this one is still a little bit in development, but you know, you can kind of guess what a bayonet's gonna do. You're gonna stab some zombie-zombs. Anyways, last but not least, we have this bad boy, which also increases the reload speed, so it's gonna be real nice if you want to pull off a nice rainbow cosplay. Now, that's gonna be it. Oh, what the? Oh, holy shit! Cletus! Cletus, are you alright? Oh, fuck a doodle-doo! Yeah, I think they're coming in, team. Oh no, this ain't good. Yeah, anyways, like I was saying, I really hope y'all have learned something from this. Oh, Jesus Christ! We didn't get the fuck out of here! Oh, shit! Okay, anyways, this was, Clyde, President, CEO of the Knob Creek Gun Club County Trademark. I don't fucking know. Stay back, damn it! Oh, we need to get going. Where the hell's that truck? Please, for the love of God, Cletus. Oh, truck's still here. Yep. We're gonna get the hell out of here. Anyways, I hope y'all learned something. But it was nice knowing y'all. I gotta get out of here. Come on, baby. Yeah, baby. That's why I gotta love a Ford. We're out of here, baby. Alrighty.